everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to take a look at a tool that's built from the ground up to make 2D animation faster, more intuitive, and, let's be honest, a whole lot more fun. It's called Animation Sketchpad, and it's all about getting your ideas out of your head and onto the screen with as little hassle as possible. So let me just start by asking a question that I think pretty much every creative person has felt. You know that moment you get this amazing idea for a character's movement, this awesome scene pops into your head, but by the time you've clicked through all the menus, tweaked all the settings, and found the right tool, that initial creative spark is just kind of fizzled out. You know, this is such a classic problem for animators. Doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. It's this constant battle between your brilliant idea and the clunky interface you have to wrestle with to make it real. And that right there, that's the core philosophy we're digging into. The best tools, they should feel invisible, right? They should just be an extension of your own hand, your own imagination, not some big technical wall you have to climb over first. So what's the fix? Well, the solution might just be a piece of software that was built specifically to tear down that wall. And that's Animation Sketchpad. I love this quote because it says everything you need to know. This wasn't cooked up in some giant corporate lab trying to cram in every feature under the sun. Nope. It was built by an animator who was just fed up with spending more time fighting with menus than actually, animating. That one single frustration is what started it all. Okay, so what is this thing exactly? To put it simply, it's a desktop app for hand-drawn animation that is obsessed with speed and a super intuitive workflow. The whole thing is designed around using a pen and tablet, just like you would with a real piece of paper. And this is the most important thing to get. In a world where every other piece of software is bragging about having a million features, Animation Sketchpad's biggest strength is that it's simple on purpose. The minimalism is the whole point. So, just how minimal are we talking? Get this. 3. That's it. That's the number of main tools you have to worry about. Just 3. And here's the entire toolkit. A pen, an eraser, and a fill color tool. That's the whole shebang. By stripping everything else away, the software forces you to focus on the one thing that actually matters, animating. And that's how you get that incredible speed. But okay, you might be wondering, how can something so simple actually be powerful? Well, that's a great question. Let's break down the core features that really make this whole thing work so well. First up, we've got a feature that any animator out there will immediately recognize. It's a classic for a reason. Onion skinning. And here, it's built right into the core of the workflow. Now, if you've never heard that term before, no worries. All it means is that you can see see-through versions of the drawings you made just before and just after the one you're working on. It's absolutely essential for creating those beautiful, smooth, natural movements and making sure every pose flows perfectly from the last. All right, next up is a feature that helps you think way bigger than just one frame at a time. It's called layout mode, and it's all about planning out your entire scene from the get-go. You can think of this like your master blueprint. It gives you a blue pencil to sketch things like key poses or background guides that stay visible on top of every single frame. This becomes your anchor for the whole sequence, giving you total control over your scene's timing and composition. Okay, let's talk about something that can be, well, a real drag: coloring. It's often the most tedious part of the whole animation process, right? Well, Animation Sketchpad has a really clever trick up its sleeve for this. This is a total game changer and a huge time saver. It's called automatic multiply mode. What that means is when you grab the fill tool and click, the color automatically goes underneath your black lines. You don't have to carefully fill inside the lines anymore. This lets you block in colors and test out how your character moves with full color incredibly fast. So, we've got a super simple interface, a few really smart time-saving features, but what does it all add up to? What's the payoff? What can you actually create with this thing and share with the world? And this is what's so cool about the workflow. It's incredibly versatile. You can use it for a quick line test, just to see if a walk cycle feels right. You can build out an entire animatic to plan a much bigger project. Or, you can go all the way and produce a complete, fully colored animated short. It really scales to whatever you need. And when you're all done, getting your work out there is super straightforward. You can export to an MP4 file for finished videos you can post on YouTube or social media, or you can export a GIF, which is perfect for creating those awesome, satisfying little looping animations for the web. All right, so if you're feeling a little inspired and you're thinking, I'd like to give this a shot, let's talk about the practical. Need to know details to get you started. So, here's the key info. The software is available on Steam, it runs on Windows, and it's been tested to work great with the most popular drawing tablets out there, like Wacom and Hua. And check this out. This is a fantastic tip that comes directly from the creator. Because it's on Steam, there's a completely risk-free way to try it. You can buy it, download it, and give it a real test drive. If you use it for less than 2 hours and decide, you know what, this isn't for me, you can get a full refund right through Steam. It's the perfect way to see if it fits your style with zero commitment. So there you have it. A tool that's designed to be fast, focused, and to just get out of the way so you can bring your ideas to life. The only question left is the one right here. Your next animation is waiting. So what will you create?